Oh.
There's a lot of mist and there's some forest.
That sounds great.
I can tell you that you're 8 days away from it, though.
Oh.
Oh.
This is the real power of this interactive map, is being able to just
Yeah.
measure the distance and get a bunch of travel details.
Because, like, the next 10 days within, like, the realm of probably saying goodbye to Root.
Yeah, and if you were to just straight walk it, you're 20 days out.
Yeah.
So, are we ready on the stream side?
Yeah, we are.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So last time on City Council meeting, you guys went to the Council of Waterdeep where you were asked a whole bunch of questions, and it was hopefully made at least, relatively clear which factions liked you and which ones didn't. Do you guys have a good sense of that?
Nope.
Fair.
I don't know who really liked
like-
us at all.
Okay, but like some of them defended you or spoke in favor of you, and some of them just like outright weren't nice to you.
I feel like I made good progress with the Emerald Enclaves. That's enough for Barnaby's.
Sure.
But for just having first met these people, would you guys say that you have at least some idea of who's your ally and who doesn't quite trust you?
Approximately.
I'd say so.
Because like some people were neutral. Some people would have spoken out against things that you did, and some people would have spoken in favor of actions that you did.
The dwarf was kind of a butthole.
Yep.
About certain
Yeah,
things.
so like stuff like that. Like you guys have some indication to that effect.
Yeah. There was like a professor or a wizard or something that was horribly insulting to me, but then tried to make amends. Yeah.
Yeah,
didn't
he
have
put
his
on his
glasses.
glasses.
The thunder spells?
Yeah, thunder spells.
Yeah. That's the guy.
He can't be seen without his glasses.
I didn't know how to play that because there's nobody else that really has, quite frankly, like any nickname at all. So it was like, I'm just gonna really lean into the fact that he wants people to call him thunder spells, but nobody does.
Nice.
Just trying to get that image.
Thunder spell.
Because I can reshare this. Because this is essentially where we left off, was the council meeting was coming to an end.
Yeah.
And you guys had just been given a quest. The quest to go to Borskire Bridge in search of Varum the White, who is the worm speaker of the White Mask, and roughly, we'll say close to 20 days ago, so right around the last time you saw Leosin, he had reported to the council that Varum was last seen at Borskire Bridge. You also know that he somehow has lost his white dragon's mask. It was stolen from him. And your goal was to get closer to Varum and try to obtain the white dragon mask to bring back to the council, because you know that you now know that these dragon masks are instrumental in rising Tiamat. And yeah, like I said, at the end of the council session, you guys were talking with the different people around the table, and they had just asked you to do this Varum the White thing. And now that you know roughly where Borskire Bridge is on a map, we can kind of continue from there. Right after you've been asked to go to Borskire Bridge.
Question.
Yep.
Is mayonnaise instrumental in summoning Tiamat?
Maybe. We don't know a lot about it, to be honest. Do you think it might be?
What about horseradish?
No, get out.
Oh. All right, yeah, let's get going. There's trees to see and or trees to meet and people to see.
Grawl
And
needs to restock his arrow. I think I'm down to like 2 arrows.
And as you guys are getting up to leave, the Lord Neverember stands up and he says, "Why don't you guys go restock your supplies and make a plan, and then come back and tell us when we can expect you to return? Let us know what your plan is, so we'll know that if you don't come back within, relative amount of time, you're probably dead." That sound okay with everyone?
Yes.
Sure.
Just come back
Works for
here
me.
before you head out and let us know what the plan is. We have other matters to tend
Okay.
to. We'll be here probably late into the night, so we'll see you. And you guys get up from your chairs and you leave the room unless there's something you want to do before that.
Nope. Now with this crew.
Okay. So you're in Waterdeep. You can definitely find whatever you're looking for. Whether you can afford it or not is a different question.
Take a look at the party sheet.
So did you say arrows or bolts?
Arrows.
What did we have? 100 GP total. Maybe we could take a look at like liquidating some of our loot.
Yep.
Should definitely do that.
Just tell me what you want to... If you can actually... Are you guys able to... On the party sheet and inventory, are you guys able to drag your own inventory items into any of the boxes on there?
Don't know.
Actually, I can see all of your inventories here, so if you
Yeah,
want to tell me what you want to liquidate, I can do that.
I'll just go through the inventory now. I don't know if I'm carrying anything worth selling, but
Like your bag of gems?
I think somebody else has that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd sell a bag of gems. There was not to.
I have a small gem, a jewelry box, and a butter knife I'm not selling.
The bank has a
Yeah.
pouch of well-cut gems
I'd sell that.
that I
too.
cannot.
You guys
Can
are
I do
able
that?
to liquidate anything at 90% of its value.
I cannot drag the pouch of well-cut gems up to the.
I can
The
do
loot
it from
area.
your inventory.
Well, it's
I
in
bel-
the bank.
Oh, it's in DeBank's inventory? Okay.
Yeah,
Pouch of well-cut gems?
yeah. What's that? How much is Resmir's notes worth?
Nothing.
Oh.
But you do have more rings and necklaces and precious stones in DeBank too.
Some semi-precious gems.
Yeah, I'm just looking.
Oh, yeah. Bring a
Do
pearl.
Do I have to roll something in order to attune to a magic item?
I think it just
No,
happens
you
over
just
the
have to
course
do
of
it
a
in
rest.
long rest. Yeah.
Okay.
Some of us have some unidentified items,
Yeah.
according to the party sheet.
Yep.
The bank has one
Archest.
valuable gemstone.
I feel like this one should be identified though. It's just a different kind of candle. Is that all you guys want to liquidate? Just the gems and jewelry and pouch of gems?
There's a valuable gemstone in the bank.
Yeah. So the gems that are in my, I'm sorry, I was reading this this sentient greatsword that I have in my inventory.
Hmm.
There's a string of pearls in the bank.
Wasn't that going to Clog?
Oh, was that somebody's?
Wasn't it going to go to Clog, Fane, the sentient
I-
great sword?
Oh, yeah, the great. Yeah,
I think we had talked about that,
yeah.
but now that I read it, why shouldn't I keep it?
You can take it.
I'm not gonna.
You can take it.
Kanik, how did you do that? You're the only one who was able to move stuff. How'd you do that?
So from my inventory, I can drag the description of the item over to the party sheet.
Okay,
So,
I was
yeah,
trying
if
to
you-
move stuff from the bank in the party sheet to that loot area,
So-
but I don't know if any of us have access to the bank's
I have-
inventory, do we?
Probably not. You could grab it from the characters though if you wanted to. If you go to characters and grab the bank, then you'd be able to do it.
Okay, let me see if I have anything in my inventory.
What I usually do is I leave it after every session. I
Oh.
clear ownership, and then if someone needs it in whatever session, they can just grab it.
You should probably remove mask from my inventory because I think that was the dragon mask. Unless
Yeah,
we're
it
allowed to
was.
sell that.
No, you're not allowed to sell it,
Let's
and you
not
don't
sell it.
have it anymore because you
Okay.
left it behind, right? You're leaving it
Yeah.
with the council.
Yeah, that should probably go. I might as well sell my old scale mail because I have the dragon stuff now.
Oh, that music didn't continue.
All right, so
I just noticed.
I'm
that.
sorry.
There we go.
I'm dragging stuff to the chat that I want to liquidate.
No, you drag it to the party sheet, right?
Yeah, if you go up to the top right corner, the second thing with the group of people is the party sheet.
Got it.
And if you go to the inventory tab, you should be able to drag it right into loot. And then when you guys are done, I'm just going to say that a shop will give you 90% of its value no matter what.
Cool.
And I can just liquidate it. And what it will do, unless you guys want it to work differently, it's going to disperse evenly amongst the party, including the bank, like it normally does.
Mhm.
Sure.
I am cool with that. I don't know if there's really anything I need at this point. My hit can stick. I have relatively decent armor.
Okay, everybody got their shit in there?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
So you would know, Grawl. I'm gonna give you the egg back because you would know when you talk to a shopkeep that they're not gonna give you anything for it.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna have that disperse back to you. Everything else has a value. Okay. Can you guys see the value on things?
No.
If you
Yeah.
click on the items?
Depends on it.
Oh.
Most things have
Everything
value
that's
except like
identified.
pouch of well-cut gems does not.
So I'm going to identify them now because they're being sold. So now if you go into anything in that loot tracker, it should show you how much it's worth.
Okay.
And you're going to get 90% of those values. It's a lot.
Dang.
So I'm going to process that now.
boy, 1,400 gold.
Ooh, 47. Yeah, 4,700 gold in the bank.
Dang.
That'll buy a couple of pitons and caltrops.
There we go. Total party number now is over 6 grand. So you guys can, if you want, you can buy magic items, like +1 arrows are 50 apiece. Or 1 gold for a pack of regular arrows. But if there's like, you guys can be looking at buying magic items at this point if you need them. It's up to you guys. And if you
Do
want
we
to
just
make deposits into the bank, now would be the time as well.
Do we ask about? Just ask you what if the magic item we want is available?
You're in Waterdeep, you'll probably be able to find it or something similar, depending on what it is.
Deck of many things. No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh shit! Not that again.
No.
Somewhere Mega was like, "Oh no."
Not again.
I'll take a bundle of arrows, just because I don't have any. Do that. Take off gold.
And because you're in Waterdeep, if you guys want to stay at the Troll Skull Revival, you'll get like 10 temp HP.
It doesn't
So
exist
how
yet.
much
Well, I
was
guess
it?
the old version exists,
Yeah.
but
Does it not exist yet? What year
no,
was that
Tiamat's
in?
before Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Isn't the current Lord Neverember shouldn't be?
Oh yeah, yeah, he gets ousted
Yeah.
for embezzlement.
Mm-hmm. Spoiler alert.
I don't think that happens in this campaign.
No, he's probably embezzling right now.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or maybe he embezzles post Tiamat because he undergoes something, he sees some shit, and he rethinks his life choices.
I would like to look for a belt of giant strength
Okay.
of some sort.
So,
I apologize for interrupting you earlier.
no worries. I'm just looking up the price. Oh, come on. Okay. You look for a belt of hill giant strength. And you are able to find one, but you can't afford it. It's worth 10,000.
Oh shit. Okay.
Is that a very rare magic item?
It's a wondrous item.
Oh.
Wonder.
I thought wondrous items were the cheap stuff.
Not
Wondrous
always.
items could be pretty expensive.
Bags of gold.
Wondrous items aren't always rare.
Do we currently have a bag of holding?
I don't think so.
That could be useful for someone.
You do not have a bag of holding. And you can definitely find a bag of holding in Waterdeep.
feel like we should get March the bag of holding so that he can just like shove all of his cutlery and stuff in there. Also
His
important
heads.
items.
I'm not against it.
Okay. It would be about 500 gold for you to grab a bag of holding.
I'm against it from my own. I'm now against it.
I mean, I'll front the money.
Sure.
I have
don't know
900. I have 900 GP and
The bank
nothing
has
to really
almost
spend it on.
1,000.
So, what?
The bank has almost 1,000.
Yeah. So yeah, like just take it from the bank.
That does work.
Okay, so I will get a bag of holding for March. Or can you guys grab them yourself?
I don't.
Yeah.
I've never been able to grab it properly myself.
Is there an item that maybe gives you a cast of what is that spell that makes like illusory copies of yourself?
Mirror image.
Mirror image, yeah.
A staff of mirror image kind of thing?
I don't know about a staff because I've already got like 2 staffs. And the staff of the woodlands is probably like the one I'm going to use for good. But if there was like an amulet or like a ring or something like that. Wands recharge at dawn, eh? If there was like a wand of mirror image.
Okay.
I was thinking that might be useful for me since I'm half martial but not really. Or I suppose if there was something that like increased poison or necrotic damage. I'm just trying to think of like what I could really do to.
You can find a ring of mirror image, but it's like 2 grand.
Yeah, no, that's okay. We don't need that.
So, are there any potions of giant strength available?
Almost certainly. There would be several apothecaries around. There's definite. How strong are you looking for? Or just anyone?
Probably just hill giant, but what are my options?
You can find hill giant and fire giant, but fire giant's a lot more expensive.
Yeah, how much is hill giant?
Like 400 gold. It's a couple thousand for the other one. But a couple hundred gold to get you a potion of hill giant strength. You also find a shop selling discount mystery potions.
Oh, I'll take some of those.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Any like
So-
just like amulets or rings that increase my strength by like 1?
Let's see. What's your strength score right now?
My strength score is 13.
You could probably find gauntlets of ogre power.
What do those
That
do?
makes they make your strength 19.
Oh, how much do those cost?
Let's see. Like 1,000. But it makes your strength 19.
Yeah, I'm about 320 short.
You do have friends and the bank, which still has about 498.
I can also help. How much do you need?
I mean, this would greatly enhance my fighting power. I need 312 gold.
I can front half that.
Yeah, I got it. I can help you pay for that.
Oh, many thanks.
Okay, and that's going to Huntmaster Brawl. Are we looking for anything else
So,
other than the potions?
I know I already have a cloak on, but if I have the attunement slot, could I technically just put another one over it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I have 3 potential things.
Okay,
If the Cloak
okay.
of Monty Bank exists anywhere and isn't super expensive, and then possibly 2 cheaper things if that doesn't work out. That's probably pretty expensive, but just in case.
I also found something that I was wondering about. A Nature's Mantle.
Okay.
It's a
So-
cloak that can be used to the spellcasting focus for druid and ranger spells, and lets you hide while lightly obscured. As a-
Cape of Monty Bank is quite expensive. It's
Okay.
like over 2k.
So what about... We'll do Ren's first next.
Okay.
And which was that?
Nature's Mantle from Cassius Cauldron. It is a cloak for druids and rangers.
About 500.
Okay, yeah, I'll spend my gold on that for sure.
How about the Boots of Speed?
Okay.
Good speed.
Nature's Mantle for Barnaby.
Winged boots could be hilarious.
What about that
What?
too?
What's that?
Winged boots.
But Boots of Speed are more...
So boots of speed are about 1,000.
I'm guessing winged boots are more.
They are actually less
How
because you can
expensive
hurt
is it?
yourself with them. They're 500.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, winged boots.
What about a necklace of prayer beads?
Okay. Winged boots for march and prayer beads.
Yes.
$500.
I'll take that.
Okay.
It's the Nature's Mantle.
Anything else?
I'd like. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna ask about slippers of spider climbing. Oh shit, why did my gold go to 19? That's not what I wanted. I wanted to go to 424, not 1924.
Those are in the 500 range as well.
The slippers?
Yeah.
Could I maybe borrow 80 gold from the bank?
Go for it.
Thanks.
Okay.
And I will be left with 4 gold of my own. That's fine.
What were you looking for, Nick?
Oh! Oh, there's
What
something.
else were you getting, Barnaby's?
The Nature's Mantle, which I got.
Yeah. Oh, okay, you already got that?
Yeah, and the slippers.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Shoot. let's put the slippers back. I didn't realize I only had 3 attunement slots.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, my bad. And you can put that 80 gold back in the bank.
Okay, so I haven't touched the bank's gold. How much should it be up or down right now? I guess it should be down 500 first, so that's 498. And then how much did you guys take from it after that? After the first 500?
I don't know if we did. I helped pay for the Huntmaster's gauntlets.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
guys
I
still
have
have
2.
you guys still have 498 in the bank.
I didn't realize that.
And Koenig, were you gonna get something?
Yeah, splint armor, and I need a ornate stone and metal lockbox worth at least 400 gold.
Okay. You can find splint, it's 200. That goes to Koenig. And you're looking for a lockbox worth at least how much?
400.
You can definitely find one. I just have to make one. Lockbox. Cost 400. Okay, anything else?
What about like a
How-
+1 shield?
+1 shield? There we go. Like 300? What do you want to do?
Oh, I'll take that.
Okay. And that is for clog. Okay. Has everyone adjusted their cash?
I did.
I think so.
I did.
Same else. First?
How about a pearl of power?
Pearl of power. You can find one for 300.
That's pretty good.
You would like?
Yes.
Okay.
You think someone would sell me a cursed object that I want? Because it's also right up my character's alley. A shielded missile attraction?
Sick.
On purpose? Like, is he looking for one? Or,
Yeah.
like, they trick him into it?
Oh
or-
no. He's looking for a shielded missile attraction.
It's expensive.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
The group
I
has
won't
enough money
take it.
for it, but,
I don't want to take everyone's money.
March does not have enough money on his own
What?
for it.
how much is it?
It's like $1,000 bucks. No single one of you has that much money, but altogether you guys have over
Yeah, I mean,
2,000.
I would chip in 400 for that. If March really wants it.
I mean,
20.
Oh, are we selling more stuff? Oh no,
I can
we're getting that. Never mind.
Well, I also could sell a +1 sword if no one else wants it. I have just sitting in my inventory.
I have a +1 rapier with the same problem.
You guys could trade those.
For the
each
shield
other
of
and
missile
then-
attraction? No.
No,
that's
to
fine.
each other, and then each have a weapon that's useful.
I have a ruthless rapier, which is a magic weapon.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
No, I'm replacing the rapier with the Azeron longsword.
Okay, so
Is
I'm going
there-
to disperse this, and then we can do selling again if we want to.
Sure.
Is there a non-attunement item that lets you see in the dark?
I don't think so. I think the goggles require attunement, don't
For
they?
some reason, Clog didn't get his stuff, so I'm just going to drag it into your inventory.
He's not part of the party yet.
Oh, really?
I actually have no clue.
I'm
I
on
thought I did that. There. Okay, you now have your stuff too. So, back to selling mode. Throw your selling stuff in there.
Does anybody want chainmail before I sell it?
No, I'm
I'm all set.
I'm good.
I mean, I would sell my quarterstaff to help out, but it's just a hunk of wood, so...
I think.
Okay, do you guys want to see what that comes out to?
Wait. I think it's time to get rid of the Shia LaBeouf dagger. I can't. Unless no. Oh, there we go.
Which one's that called? Hunter's knife?
Hunter's knife. It's just Hunter's knife.
Oh yeah, the Shiloh the Buff dagger.
And that's it.
Okay. So that's... Oh, I gotta set the cost on these? Yeah.
Goggles of Night don't require attunement.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. How much are Goggles of Night?
Okay, so you guys now have 900 gold. That's gonna split there. Goggles of what, sorry?
Goggles of Night. So I don't have to keep wasting spell slots on Dark Vision.
That's in the 200 range.
I will spend 200 on that for sure.
I'd also like to spend 200 on that.
Okay.
Anyone that can't see in the dark should probably spend 200 on that.
Pretty much, yeah. That's just a tax on humans. Dark Vision tax. Oh man, Clockvane's
This
buying a
one is
barn?
also
What am I
do.
buying?
Just in the assignment, it said Clockvane barn in the party sheet.
Barn of bees.
Yeah. Whoop.
Okay, Goggles of Night.
Ah, yes, I can see my.
And what were we saving up for to do? We were getting March.
Just tell you the
something?
shield of missile attraction, but I don't know if we don't want to spend 1,000 gold on it, I can just get a +1 shield and call it a day.
No, I mean, I'll still chip into that.
Do it.
I mean, I'll
I'm
put
also
in
new, so.
all of my 339 gold for it, but that's
I will put in 350 gold for it. Now that I've paid my Goggles of Night tax.
there's only 200 gold left, ish. Wait a minute, math. Oh,
I'll put in 65, which is half of my gold that I have.
350 plus
You can have the rest of my gold.
55, 744.
It's only 5.
I mean, I could just take from the bank. You don't have to worry about giving me all your gold. At that point, the bank still has 628.
Yeah, take the rest from the bank.
Yeah, I'll just do the. What will that be?
So how much am I taking away from the
Wait a minute.
bank?
Oh, that's not. Proper. 256.
Okay. I'm taking
Okay.
that off.
Yes.
Or that's how much is... Okay, so take off 256.
Rolf, he's canning out like kicking rocks in the street. He's like, "I'm sorry that you don't have good magic item options. I will praise you excessively in our next combat."
Pearl of Power.
I don't see anything
If
I
you
like.
have the money, is a really good magic item for any caster,
What is?
and it was cheap.
Pearl of
Yeah,
Power.
wasn't it like two... It was 200, Frank, wasn't it?
I think you said 3.
3? Yeah. They give me ranges, so we'll say 3 for you two. You could find one for 3.
What does it do?
Restores a spell slot of 3rd level or lower.
That's pretty good.
But I did get confirmation before I asked for one that it works on Warlock packed
Oh, nice.
slots.
That's good.
And that was 300?
Yep.
I will take one of those.
It's a really good caster one.
Okay.
Oh yes, it's a free spell slot once a day. Sick.
Yep.
Those require attunement though, and I am full up on that.
Okay. Is that all for today's shopping?
I'm good.
I'd say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Is Igneo supposed to have the arrow catching shield?
I don't believe so.
oh,
Because
did we
that's
get
what
it?
it says is
You have an
carrying
arrow
the target.
catching shield. Have we already had a shield initial attraction? And we didn't need to spend anything on that.
I don't know that that's what that actually is, though.
Well, what is it?
What is it called? Shield of
Arrow catching shield.
Arrow Catching Shield. You gain +2 bonus AC against ranged attacks while you wield this shield.
Yeah, it's
So
not.
no, that's
Oh,
different.
okay, okay.
I'll dual wield them.
Dual wielding your bashing boards.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take it, but
You just like glue them together, like in that Legend of Zelda game,
Yeah.
or you just like glue a shield onto a shield. Oh, what is this?
Why am I surviving? Or not surviving?
Shit. What happened?
I only got. I don't have all my rolls yet. Kanik, you need to roll.
Well, am I not supposed to get a window that comes up for that?
Yeah, you should have. Did you? I can try to do it again.
Hold on. I need to dice tower that.
You should have
Yeah,
went.
Dice Tower Survival.
That did not work.
Yeah, it did. Yep,
So rolled it, I just didn't dice tower it.
that's fine.
But now I know.
your immersion.
Yeah, but I did a group
Immersion.
stealth check, and I actually just took the average of all the rolls, so that actually tells you nothing.
Well, that's stealth or survival.
Survival. You all did
Okay.
survival.
You said group stealth check. I was scared.
Weird.
Oh, I said group stealth check?
Yeah,
I
you
meant
did.
Group survival check.
Okay.
I did the average of all the numbers that you guys just did there. And you guys have actually found multiple ways that you can... Whoa!
What?
My hotkey for opening my notes is the same hotkey as a Steam screenshot. It made the loud noise in my
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to share a bunch of images with you, and these are ways that you guys have thought of that you could get to where you need to go. And I'll let you guys come up with other combinations of ideas if you want. But these are 5 different ways that
Jesus.
based on your group stealth check that you could do to do this.
So many stealth checks.
Each varying in cost. So like sailing on the ocean, you have to charter a ship. And if you're going to sail on the ocean and go up the river, the ship has to be big enough to carry a smaller ship inside of it to actually make those. And then there's walking, and then there's going mostly on horseback.
Oh. I lost all but the last option. Is it under notes? Where is it?
It'll be under images.
Image. Campaign. Image. Paths.
And it's path A through E.
Grawl would much prefer D or E. He is not at all comfortable. Actually, no. Strike that. Forget I said anything.
Why?
Grall's okay with anything. I was gonna say Grawl doesn't like to travel on ship, but Grawl actually has like a swimming speed. He's like a swimming iguana. So bring it on.
Yeah. Barnaby would be kind of partial to D or E just because it takes us past woods.
So would technically path C. You could start further. You could stop further up, and we could measure out the difference. I think it'd be roughly the same distance, and you could go through the Trollbark Forest.
Yeah,
Just
we
don't
could
go
totally
down as
stop
far in the
at
boat.
Warlock's Crypt. That's fine.
Well, you can go around it.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a warlock in the party. Don't make fun of warlocks.
This is
It's
true.
rude.
But I figured this
But
was
is it my
easier
crew?
and better than having you guys just kind of guess at
Fair.
what options were available.
Yeah.
There'll be different costs to them each, but you'd have to go figure out what those costs are, or potentially when you go back, you could try to convince one of the factions to cover it.
Can you give me the Underdark option?
Yeah.
The Underdark option.
Yeah, we all go to the Underdark. We die.
Well, no, you just take a path through the Underdark. I'm sure it'll be faster somehow.
You guys don't have a map of the Underdark, and you don't know how long it would take. We could try.
No, we don't. I wouldn't even have thought. March would not have thought about that.
Okay. I was gonna
He
say
has no reason.
I'll
He
do
has
it.
no reason to think about it.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Other than the
Here's what we
memes.
do. Here's what we
How many
do.
Duragar do you think you can fit in a closet?
Here's
Not
what we do.
Not as many as Kobolds.
We
What do you
summon
do?
we summon an Archfey.
Okay.
We convince them to let us go through the Feywild. We hope we end up where we're going.
I thought you
And
were going to
that
start that
we're all
out with we summoned
still
Tiamat,
alive.
and then
We buy a deck of many. We walk back all the shopping. We buy a deck of many things, and we hope we just get
Yeah.
there somehow. We just flip all the cards till we die or get there.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's like playing Phasmophobia with Cal.
Sure is.
Okay. Can we figure out the prices of all this first before we do anything else?
Well, I mean, the reason I gave them all is, are there any that you don't like? I don't think walking sounds like it's something you're going to bother considering, or taking the horses. If
Unless
everyone's
everything-
okay with the
well,
boats.
I feel like the horses, if everything is super expensive otherwise, maybe.
Yeah.
But the walking, no, I don't.
No.
It's 20 days.
The horses we could technically like save, one whatever on, because Barnaby can technically turn into a horse.
And I can cast Find Steed.
We could save
So
some
that
money
one's-
if we need. That's the cheap option.
So you're probably not going to walk it.
Yeah.
No.
I say ease out.
So you go to the docks, and to price out option A, you'd be looking at, because it's going to take at least 12 days just in transit there and back for the crew, even if you don't go with them. they figure you're going to spend some time there, so they're going to charge you for a whole month for their whole crew, and that's going to come out to like 200 gold. But you're going to have them for the month, even if you. So like if you do this in 12 days, you can still use them for up
We
to
can
a
become
month.
pirates.
Thank goodness.
You're basically renting them for a whole month for 250 gold, and that we're tracking time in game anyway, so we'll know when that is. You would have them until they won't work on the Feast of the Moon because it's a holiday, and you won't have them for Nighthall forward. So you have them for all of Marpanoff and all of Uktar. The only thing you'd get from them on the 30th of Uktar would be like a ride back. They'd be they'd be on their way back to Waterdeep on that day, pretty much no matter where you are, unless you pay them for longer.
So what about? I mean, 200 doesn't sound bad.
250.
250, sorry.
It's a deal breaker.
The
about
second option
yeah.
would be to get a smaller boat. Because you're not going all the way up the river where it narrows. So if you got a smaller boat that could do both out there and up the river for a bit, that would be 150 gold, but you wouldn't get them for the month either. And then you still have to walk 8 days. And you're on your own for your way back home because they're going to leave you there.
I feel like option B's kind of out, I'm not going to lie. What does everyone else think?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then option C would cost you 100 gold. You'd get a ship to take you all the way down, and then you'd walk 9 days. This is a $100 transaction. You're done.
That one also has the least amount of like forest-related travel time.
Correct, but you're ending off right beside the Forest of Worms.
Also true.
So you're going to be near a forest. And there is vegetation all along the way. It's not forest.
Does
Basically,
Barnaby's need a forest?
What? Well, I was
Do you
just
need a
gonna
forest?
say, whenever we take our first like long rest near a forest, those 8 hours, Barnaby's probably gonna like find a good sturdy tree and use the awaken on the staff again. Since like we were nearing the end of my previous companion's like time limit, I guess as we get close to that date
And
too.
to be fair, like you would find trees in the vegetation too.
Yeah, but like
It's not a forest, but
you want
you
a
might be able
good
to
tree. You know when you go to the supermarket and you buy an avocado, you don't buy just any avocado.
I don't really buy avocados. But...
You don't like avocados?
No, I
But
mean,
anyway, yeah.
I
So like,
like them, but I'm not.
This
He
guy
doesn't want to
like
awaken
avocado.
a tree.
Dare you?
yeah, you gotta find like the proper tree to awaken. You're like,
It's true. I get it.
you're making this tree sapient. You wanna
But like maybe the
make a
real
tree. You don't want it to be
trees-
like all
Are
like
there friends you made along the way?
Yeah,
half-
maybe the real friends are the trees you met along the way.
Or the trees you made along the way?
Before going to like taking the rest and doing this, he's gonna like spend a spell slot on like speak with animals. He's gonna like go out into the woods and chat up the trees like, hey, how you doing? Would you like to help us kind of save the world, kind of thing? And he's gonna find the most altruistic tree in the forest and.
And I'm definitely going
Help
to
us save the world.
Whichever forest you pick, it doesn't matter. I'm going to flavor the tree
Okay.
to that forest.
Yeah.
So it does
Will it be
matter.
tasty?
I guess before we set out of the boat, though, Barnaby is going to say a quick goodbye to Ruth. He's going to, thank this lovely vine monster for its service, and wish it well. Hope that
Are you gonna tell it it's gonna die? Or are you
it's
just
not gonna
leaving
die.
to
No,
find out?
it becomes a like its own
Yeah, but
thing. It's not charmed anymore.
Oh, it just
So,
becomes
yeah,
a
he's
being
good.
not under your control.
Yeah,
It just
yeah. So
leaves
he's
and
like
goes out
gonna
into the
wish
world.
it well in its endeavors. Thank
Okay.
it for hope that its time has been better than being stuck in one place.
Okay. See, I
he's
thought you
going
were
to-
knowing it was gonna lose its sentience and just not telling it that. She's like, "Have a good life, man."
No, it's not going to
Meanwhile-
lose its sentience. It's going to keep being
Yeah.
a tree creature.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just not automatically friendly to me anymore.
I want you to keep track of how many of those you make.
Sure. I have one vine monster somewhere.
Yeah.
He's going to take a bucket and water it a little bit. He's going to offer it a small colony of bees to keep it fed.
Can you do that in the player notes in here so then I have access to it?
Yeah.
This might come back and put
Okay.
in where you left him too. So you left this guy in Waterdeep.
Yeah, said goodbye outside Waterdeep.
Yeah. And here, one sec. I can make the note and share it with you.
Yeah.
So
I did type it into my player notes.
okay.
Under notes.
Can you edit the note that I just gave you?
No.
If you go to... Wait. If you go to the right-hand bar, and there's a player's notes there, is there a plus button there for you to make a player note?
Yeah?
So if you do it that way, I can
Okay.
access it through a notes system. And then you can actually
cool.
add that into your character sheet as something you can click and bring up or put on your hotbar.
I shall call it Barnaby's Happy Tree Friends.
Ooh, I like that.
They're happy little trees and totally
Yeah.
not murderous animal critters.
And do you still have the character sheet for him?
I don't think so. I think you were just letting me move around Woodwoe
Oh, right.
critter. Okay.
And I think I can do this. Yeah. So click on the link I just added in there.
There's a link in.
Yeah, I just added a link in there.
A module. Oh, I have to load the modules again for some reason.
Here,
Why
wait,
though?
try it now. I just shared
It
it.
is. Okay. Yep. That worked.
Okay, so now we have the exact thing that I used too.
Okay. Cool. And yeah, because woodwoads are heckin' strong, the next one can just be Awakened Tree that the spell is supposed to grab.
Yeah. Actually, I can just put an awakened tree there instead of a woodwoad.
Okay.
Awakened tree. Okay.
Cool.
There we go. And then left outside Waterdeep. Okay, so you do that. Is there anything
Yeah.
you guys want to do before you set sail?
Are we not going back to talk to the council?
Oh, right, yes, you have to go tell the council your plans, and you
Good
could try
call.
to convince them to cover the ship too.
I mean, they are the ones giving us the quest. They could at least cover our travel expenses.
So we're doing plan C?
Isn't it A?
I think it was the one with the where we go upriver.
Okay, so yeah, boat all the way then.
250 gold.
Okay.
To vote on.
250.
Yeah, so that one's 250 gold, and you can try to get the council to cover it if you want. We'll see what they do. But that's an option. Or you can bankroll it yourself, and you get a crew for a whole month. And that is a crew of 1 captain and 5 crewmen who look like they could handle themselves against typical bandits, but they're not like they're not fighters. They can just handle their own against like maybe some typical pirates, but that's about it.
Right. I mean, the bank currently has enough money left in it to bankroll it if we do want the crew for a month.
Oh, we have money.
And if
Money's
the
not a
council
problem.
bankrolls it, you still get the crew for a month.
Oh, okay.
The only thing is it's tied to whether or not you get to keep your investigative privileges. So like you guys are given like investigator privileges, but if you break the law, they'll be revoked. You would lose access to the ship in the event that that gets revoked.
I could try
Because
and
at that
ask
point,
my
the
like.
city's against you.
I could try and ask the Emerald Enclave. I want to say not ambassador, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I could try and ask that guy. You know, if he could like float it to the council, try and like get him to support us if that makes
That's the thing too. You don't have to just ask the council. You can talk to people individually and ask them to ask the council, or you guys can straight up ask the council, or you can just ask them if they'll cover it. Anything really goes.
Clog would definitely talk to Unthar about it.
Unthar Froome.
Rawl will talk to Senior Thunderkeg or whatever his name is.
Oh, Thunder Spells?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Barnaby will talk to the elf, the druid. I don't know why I thought I had notes on this, but it doesn't seem to be in either my party notes or in OneNote. Or not OneNote, Notepad++.
So, what was that, sorry? I had to read something really quick.
I was just trying to find my notes with all these people's names.
This is where I plug keeping them in fantasy grounds again.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys. I don't really care where you keep them, but if they're here, then I can find them too.
I thought I did, but I don't see anything under player notes.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Is I was pretty certain I did have my notes in.
I have those in Horde of the Dragon. I'm certain they're in the Horde of the Dragon.
Well, no,
Queen
because
campaign.
I had been taking notes during the council meeting, and the party notes in that I'm seeing in Fantasy Grounds right now doesn't look like the one I'm familiar with. Like there used to just be like a notes tab with like a bunch of lines on it. Like a ruled sheet kind of thing. But now there's like this personality traits and ideals and bonds thing on here that I don't remember seeing before. I don't know where my notes went.
That almost feels like a plugin broke.
I don't know.
I don't like that because we did have a plugin specifically for notes. So if that broke, it might just be that that's not loading in what it had for notes. That said, there should be a file that I can access that has them. I will look for those because I think
Maybe,
I know what's
okay,
happening.
no, under my first character, it looks like it is just under, like, my old notes were just underneath that notes
Oh.
line, but yeah, I don't know where my council notes went.
I'll take a look after the session to see if there's any XML files for other plugins.
Okay, but anyway, yeah. So whatever that druid's name was, Barnaby will talk to him.
Okay. I will bring up their names here. You guys met, I believe, pretty much all of them.
I think it was the tiefling didn't give us a name, and there was like a dude who didn't give us a name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share these pictures, and you guys can tell me which ones don't show their name, because we had them identified and not identified.
Yeah.
So like
A moon elf, a male half elf.
Okay.
On Darfur.
Did I do this one already? I think so.
Daggled Never Ember.
Human female. She looks like a bitch.
Yep.
Whoa.
Damn.
Honorade Bronanvil. He's a dick.
Yeah.
A human.
Oh, I know him.
Thrall hates him already.
I also know the human.
And
See,
But
this
I
guy
also-
just says an elf, but
But I also
was-
don't know the human.
Yeah.
Thunderspell.
I was pretty certain an elf introduced himself whenever I introduced myself.
Another human.
He did. That shouldn't say an elf. That's... Okay, now try.
King Malandrak, okay.
And I think the A-human, we talked to him at the council meeting as well.
You did talk to him.
Yeah.
He's like the former king of somewhere.
Remember though, Clog, you know more than they do, because I sent you
Right,
a
that's
list
why.
of people you knew. Yeah.
That's right.
I know the dwarf was the former king of the dwarves because Barnaby, like referred to him as like, you know, the queen, like the queen of a hive who like isn't the queen anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've never heard of like the queen of a hive replacing another one while the other one was still alive. This is not a thing that happens in bee culture.
Yeah, and then he said, "Oh yeah, but wasps."
Yeah. We don't talk about wasps.
So, who do you guys want to talk to? And do you want to do it in council or out of council?
Thrall wants to talk to Thunderspells outside of council.
Okay.
Is Barnaby will talk to Malandrak outside of council as well?
I'll go talk to Darfrum out of council.
Okay. So we are gonna start with March. Are you talking to anybody or going to any of the conversations? Okay, are you going to any of the meetings? You might want to BRB for a while then. Because I'm going to need your person here so stream can hear. But you're not going to get to hear like any of this. Yeah. I'll ping you in Discord when you can come back. How about that?
Good night.
It won't be that long, but you're not. It'll probably be like 10 minutes.
Damn.
We're gonna
I
cut
did
these
get to play.
fairly short. Like I'm thinking, but like
5
there
minutes.
is like 5. There's like 5 people, so like 2 minutes a person. Like you're looking at like 10 minutes. Go. You know what? You could go feed your cat. Fair enough.
You laugh, but like cats are very specific.
It's true, but
But he would eat right now if you fed him.
yeah. But also, if he didn't eat, it would still be there. Unless you're gonna eat it before him.
Yeah.
Ah.
And the problem is, if I feed my guy early, he'll remember that, and the next day he'll bug me earlier.
The
And
time
if I feed him
change
then
messed
the
up
next
my
day
cat.
he'll bug me even earlier.
So bad. He kept looking at me. I'm like, you guys got another hour. Just go do something.
Yeah.
Okay. So, everyone who's gonna talk to someone, roll a d6 in the tower, and that'll be your order.
Uh-oh. Oh shit, where's the tower? It's covered by other shit. Wait,
You can
Why can't I
right-click
see
on lock and move it.
why can't I see the tower? Where did it go? Oh, hiding behind the map.
Okay, Koenig, you're not talking to anybody?
I don't think so. Actually, where's the dwarf? I'll go talk to the dwarf.
Okay, you're
It's
gonna
gonna be
talk
an
to the
awkward ass conversation.
You're the right person to have it. Roll a d6 in the tower.
How do I tower roll again?
You just drag the die onto the tower.
The tower might be
Jesus.
hiding behind another window.
You
The
can
tower
also
is literally on another.
You can
Yeah.
right-click, unlock it, and move it to wherever you want. Mega and Aatrox roll again
Oh god.
as a tiebreak. Aatrox consistent, Mega rolled lower. Okay. I'm going to move a couple of you out of here for a bit.
How many
Iggy,
Okay.
Are you going to
What-
talk to somebody?
I would join for conversations. I was going to ask how many of these conversations are happening simultaneously.
They're pretty much, unless someone wants to go to multiple, they're pretty much all going to happen at the same time.
Okay, then I would go to Thunder Spells.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay. So
Presence might be like a negative impact in some cases, so I think he'll only go to Melendrak, but you know, other people are welcome to tag along to that one if they want to.
Yeah, that's kind of more what I kind of hope it'll be. Unless someone has good reason to want to go to multiple, we'll just let them tag along with a person. Because you guys want to get going quickly too.
Yeah.
Okay, so Aatrox is going first, so I'm gonna move people around to other channels as needed. Okay, so it should just be me, you, and the dwarf.
What is the dwarf's name? Did we ever learn his name?
Yes, you did. That was Ambassador Conrad Braunanvil.
Ronanville.
So I just shared him up.
All right.
And Did you figure out which faction he belonged to? That's the word, faction.
Ooh. No, because Koenig doesn't know shit about dwarfs.
Okay. So you approach him outside of council. He's in his office doing paperwork stuff. And you walk in. And he says, you, what can I do for you? What was your name?
My name
Brave
is
adventurer?
Koenig Kronai. I'm from Westgate.
Oh, Westgate, good place.
No,
No,
No, it's
not a
not.
good place. I tried. I've
You
never
did.
been there. What
Yeah,
can
well,
I
I
do
don't-
for
I-
you?
So we finished our plan. We're gonna leave by ship and sail all the way down to Warlock's Crypt and take the Winding Water to Borskier Bridge.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
We're currently looking for sponsors for that endeavor. The
I'm
shipmaster
sure the
quoted us
Lord's-
250 gold.
I'm sure the Lord's Alliance can dispatch one of our own boats for free. How long were you going to pay for the boat for?
A month.
We'd be willing to give you a boat and crew for a month on the condition that it's tied to your inspector privileges. So if you break the law and we revoke that, we revoke your ship and crew. But other than that, you can keep it for as long as you have that.
I think that's quite fair.
So it could be longer than a month. Just as long as you're doing work for us, you would have access to the full ship and crew. May not be the same one every time, but you'd have access to basically whatever you need.
Access to whatever's handy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Your Honor, Ed.
Thank you. The Lord's Alliance is heavily invested in getting to the bottom of this.
I'm heavily invested in killing some dragons.
Aren't we all?
Mm-hmm. And so he gets a handshake,
Okay.
and Koenig Dimension doors out and just
Nice.
disappears.
Do you have a faction that you've aligned yourself with already?
We all picked one. We all have items for it. Like my faction item is
Yeah.
Gauntlet.
Okay, so you're in Order of the Gauntlet already.
Yeah.
So they're already good friends with the Lord's Alliance.
Okay, so-
Are.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. I will kick you back. Okay, next is Thunder Spells.
Ooh.
Do you know what faction Thunder Spells is from?
Nope.
Okay.
But I bet it's a good one.
What factions are you guys aligned with?
Lizard folk.
So fair to say you don't really have one, but you're not opposed to becoming one?
Growl's not really a joiner per se. He's already got his job. He's already got his crew. I mean, he'll represent, but
But like, if he asked you, and if you were asked if your tribe were to support one of the factions, would they? Would you answer that question?
oh yeah, for sure. Growl
Okay.
has no reason to lie.
Cool. Frank, is your warlock aligned to any faction currently?
He is not, but he'd be willing to help out.
Okay. So you guys go to Thunder Spells. He's in an office of sorts with a large library behind him, and he's doing some paperwork, and you guys open the door, and he says, "Oh, hello there. I remember you were Huntmaster Grawl, and I don't think I got your name, but what can I do for you, brave adventurers?"
My name is Igneo, by the way.
Ah, Igneo. And he puts on his glasses. He goes, "It's good to put a face to the name. It helps me remember. What can I do for you?"
So, Master Thunderspell, we have made a decision, and we are going to be traveling down to take on Varam the White. You had expressed interest in knowing more about the lizard folk and the clan. I have a proposal for you.
Okay.
We need some funds to travel down to this battle. If you would be willing to help us to fund the travel and get us there, then I would be happy to escort you to the land of the lizard folk at a time of your convenience and introduce you to my matriarch.
Well, that is I'm sure the Lord's Alliance would be more than giving in this regard. We are the ones who are asking you to do this, so
I'm not.
I mean, I
I'm
can't say unless you're asking me personally to bankroll, and I look for grants. I don't invest my own time or money into any of this, but I'm sure the Lord's Alliance will.
I'm not familiar with the Lord's Alliance.
Well, he takes out his notebook, and he's like, "Please forgive me. I don't understand the politics or social hierarchy of lizard folk, but here in Waterdeep, we function on a system of government where multiple factions sit at the table, and they develop the laws of which we live by, and they govern society."
Seems needlessly complex.
Well, society is complex sometimes. What works for one doesn't work for everyone, if that makes sense.
I suppose you lack the strong, clear-headed matriarchs that the lizard folk might have.
Yes, we definitely do.
Then you have my sympathy. But tell me more. Is this Lord's Alliance a hunting band?
Kind of.
Or-
We're like
or
the
is it
leaders of society.
So a gathering of hunt masters and matriarchs.
Yes. And Lord Neverember would be like, "I'm sorry, what something, Mother, you said earlier?"
My clan mother,
Yeah.
or the mother of mothers.
No, clan mother.
Yeah.
That would be Lord Neverember for us. He's the highest in this hierarchy.
But he does not lay eggs.
No,
As he is a human.
he does not lay eggs, and his family does not precede him. Like, that's where people vote and put us into these positions. We aren't born into them.
So if he were to father a child, that child would not become Lord Neverember upon defeating his patriarch.
He may become a lord that way, but he may not be at this table to represent the Lord's Alliance. He would still be a lord through heritage, but he may not sit at this table of government.
Would he be required to eat the current Lord Neverember in ritualistic fashion?
I don't take offense to that question, and no.
So Grell kind of chuckled. He's like, "I have made a joke. I do know more of human things than that."
Well met, my friend. Well met.
So, if you would petition this Lord Neverember and the Lord's Alliance on our behalf, I would be very grateful.
Definitely, definitely. I'll bring it up. Where the council's meeting right before you take off with you guys, and I'll definitely pledge that resource. Is there anything else I can help you boys with?
Ignio, do you wish to discuss magical dealings with thunder spells?
No, I believe our magic is derived from very different places.
Indy goes, it's true. He's a warlock.
But
Interesting.
I will ask, is there anything else we could do to strengthen our case further in order to secure the funding?
Oh no, I have no doubt in my mind. You said it was 250?
Yes, that is correct.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, no, like that's... Our budget is like millions.
Oh, great.
So like 250 to kind of bankroll saving the entire world, I think is worth it.
I would agree.
I don't think it's gonna be a hard sell, guys. I think it's gonna be a regular Wednesday.
All right. Well, that's great news.
Just passing budget, you know.
Discretionary spending.
Yeah.
I am not familiar with some of these terms, but I thank you for your insight and your cooperation and assistance.
I mean, like, and also in game, it's not really like millions, but like to extrapolate it to like, it's like millions of our dollars.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
equivalent.
Yeah. Player Brian knows that. Grawl does not.
For stream.
Yeah. Got it.
It's like $1 million of our dollars. I don't know what that would work out to gold, because like the 250 gold for this ship, you're paying like a month's salary for like several people, and plus the use of the ship. Like, it is a lot of money, but you're getting, like, that's just how much that would cost. You're paying like 6 or 7 people's month's salary plus the boat.
That's probably 6 figures.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Actually, it's definitely 6 figures. It's over 6
Yeah.
figures.
250 gold is like more than one person makes in a year.
Yep.
It's expensive, but it has to be a big enough ship to carry a smaller ship, and you have to have crew that are willing to wait there. So that's like that's so much. But
So,
anything else?
Grawl will just nod at him. You know, no, thank you. We are content. And Grawl will just like get up and leave.
Okay.
Yes, thank you very much for your time.
Don't mention it. Actually, do mention it. Mention it was thunder spells too.
Will do.
Really trying to make that name stick, you know.
I can tell.
I will sing your praises, Thunder Spells.
I was an adventurer once. That's when people knew me as Thunder Spells.
What's your favorite spell?
Thunder Wave.
Okay. I had a feeling, I just didn't want to assume.
I mean, I don't really like to fight. I'm more of a scholar. And Thunderwave is impressive.
It's very loud.
And generally harmless.
I can't cast it myself, but I've heard it.
It makes my hearing pits ache.
It sure does.
All right, well, goodbye.
The best way to describe it is like he's perfected Thunderwave.
Nice.
He casts 8th level Thunderwave.
But like to the equivalent that like he's got pinpoint accuracy with his Thunderwave.
Yep.
It's like Harry Potter's Expelliarmus.
He can thread the needle. He can
His
bend
Thunder
it
Wave is a
around
1 foot by
corners
1
and
foot
shit.
square. The sound is 10 times that of a jet engine and deals 10d10 damage.
And he puts it like right in your orbital socket, and your head explodes.
Yeah.
That's, you know, if you're gonna cast an 8th level Thunder Wave, we'll talk about it, okay?
Right.
Those are concessions I'm willing to make. I'm willing to find a damage die to make that work.
I like it.
So basically, thunder spells is one of those like mantis shrimp that causes like a sonic boom, localized sonic boom.
Yeah, exactly. Using Thunder Wave. But like, you gotta get to know him first. Cause he's like, yeah, my favorite spell is Thunder Wave. Generally harmless. He's just like egging you on.
But it's actually more akin to Power Word Kill.
Power Word Explode Brain.
All right, we're done. You can go to the next party.
Yeah. Hello. You might be muted.
Oh, am I?
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Yeah, I think the mic was just moved.
Okay, who were you looking to see?
Lord Unthar Froom.
Ah, yes.
He sent me on this mission.
Your good friend Anton. Okay. Where did Anton. So you find your friend Anthar. He's doing some paperwork in an office. He says, "Ah, Clog, what can I do for you, my friend?"
Unthar, we are getting ready to set out to head towards the bridge. And we are in need of hiring a ship to take us there. I was hoping that either you or the council could help us with payment.
The council for sure. They'll fall back on the Order of the Gauntlet, but I think the Lord's Alliance will happily cover it. We'll bring it up at council right before you leave.
Excellent.
But as a fallback, we will definitely... How much is it?
Out of character, it was like 200?
250.
250. Roughly 250.
What are you getting for the 250?
A month's service with the ship and his captain and his crew, and they'll be there to take us back after our successful mission.
We will cover that as a fallback, but I'd like to bring it up to the Lord's Alliance and have the city cover it. But as a fallback, I can definitely get 250 for that.
Excellent.
100%.
I greatly appreciate it.
Anything else I can help you with?
I don't believe so, Unthar.
How do you
Is
feel
there
about
anything
the
that you-
party? They can be strange. That
They can,
like,
they certainly can be. It is
Look,
a
look. I need you to look after March, or I'm gonna have to. He's an Order of the Gauntlet right now, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I looked in that bag.
he
and
did
let's just put
disclose
it
what was
this
in that
way.
bag, and I wish you did not look inside that bag.
I wish I did not look inside that bag, but I'm not gonna lie. It's been eating me up inside as a paladin. That I haven't talked to March really since then because I'm not keeping it from him. Let him know that I know, maybe.
I'll let him know.
Because like I'm not keeping it from him, but like I'm not
It's
gonna go find him.
No, and he didn't wish to speak to the council.
But like he should definitely like maybe talk to a cleric or something.
Some sort of
Oh.
penance.
I mean, I just want to make sure he's okay, you know.
I will keep an eye on.
Sane people don't normally do
I-
that.
I haven't spent much time with March, but sane I don't think would be the word I would describe to use him.
Yeah, so like maybe he's just got a madness or something, and a cleric could lift that, and he'd be just better off, you know?
I will certainly keep an eye on him.
Yeah, but like just make sure he sees a cleric at some point.
Okay, I can do that. Is there anything else you can tell me about the party that will help lead us on this mission?
Well, Barnaby's is a bit of a mystery. Sometimes I think he might be just bees, but that's insane, right?
It would be insane.
I think he just has a lot of bees around him, you know? He is a druid of the forest.
So there is a chance he could just be bees.
No, I can't imagine that's the case. I think he's just a humanoid that's just covered in bees. That's my best guess. It's kind of like outrageous that he wears the beekeeping outfit because the bees are on the inside.
Maybe it's to protect those on the outside.
Maybe. But I do believe there is a humanoid under those bees.
I will continue to monitor and report back once I have more information.
And Igneo is a bit of a mystery to me. He's a warlock. I know that much. Kanik is the lone survivor from the original group.
So he has been through much.
He's seen some shit, and his brother died.
That is never easy to continue on, and especially moving forward with this quest.
So, yeah.
Well, I hope my presence in the party should lead us to great glory, and the fall of. And then Clog just kind of. He won't bring himself to say the name Tiamat, but it's like right on his lips, but he won't say it.
Look, son. Just do your best. Just
Always.
try not to think about it. Look, the only way you can think about it is if you don't do this, we're definitely done for. You can't make the outcome worse by participating.
I didn't think I would. I think having me there is one of the few ways that we can succeed.
Good. That's exactly the kind of thinking you're going to need to have if we're going to be successful. I believe in you. You have to believe in you, though.
I do. It will take some time, but I think the party will believe in itself. And if they can believe, and I believe, and you believe, hopefully the council will believe.
It's a shame that Leosin died. I think he could have really given the party some direction.
I don't know that name out of character.
You, in character, you would know Leosin. He was a friend of Onthar, who was a spy who had infiltrated the cult of the dragon. And the way that the party met Leosin originally, and it was Leosin who brought them to Onthar, was when the party met Leosin, he was a prisoner of the cult when they were infiltrating a cult camp. And a player who's no longer playing with us threatened to kill Leosin if they didn't let the party save him. Because he wanted to stay and gather more intel as a prisoner, even though he looked like he only had like a couple more days left to live if nobody intervened. So they threatened to kill him if they didn't go with him, so he went with them and took them to Onthar, who's kind of been leading them politically in the right direction.
Okay.
And as I explained this to you, I also explained it to people on stream who also had no idea because we didn't stream the other campaign.
Okay, perfect. Look at us go.
So it's not a waste of any time at all to explain this stuff. Anything else I can do for you, Clog?
No, my friend, I think that will be all.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Okay. You wanted to talk to King Melindrak?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know which faction King Melindrak is with?
He was Emerald Enclave, like me.
Right? You are. You are the first person to know who their person is.
That was one of the things I put in my notes from the meeting.
Okay, you find King Melindrak in an office in the city council in kind of like we'll say like a greenhousey type porch outside of his office where he's got some stuff growing back there.
Okay.
And in the
I guess,
front there's like a desk with an office space.
I guess like as he approaches, Barnaby will kind of like carefully tap on like the door with his staff, kind of announce himself.
And he goes, Barnaby's. What can I do for you?
And like, kind of like, I'm assuming like somebody would have been like, been, hey, Mr. Barnaby's is here to see you, kind of thing. Or what, did he have like a secretary or something out front?
They just
Or
would
somebody like
just go right in.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess Barnaby will be like, thank
And it was
thank
like
you
an
for.
open door.
Okay, we'll like thank you for seeing me before we take off.
Yeah.
And like
sure,
as he
not a
like
problem.
as he comes in, he'll like kind of like hold up a like an open sleeve, and he'll let some of his bees come out and like spread pollen he picked up from outside to Malandrix plants. And
Okay.
he'll,
Before you do it, he would ask you where you got that stuff from, and you would know, and you would tell him,
Okay,
and it would all
yeah,
be okay.
yeah, he'd tell him from like
There'd
the
be nothing
fields.
wrong with it. Yeah.
Yeah, the fields outside of Waterdeep.
Yeah,
There
and
were
he'd be
some
like, yes, perfect, yes.
there were some
This
fresh
will do great.
flowers growing out there.
Because
And kind of like
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, no, he can finish his. What were you saying?
He's not trying to do anything specific with what he's growing. He's just charting what's happening as things are happening.
Okay.
So like he's documenting where your pollen came from, so that he can see what interactions it has with what he's doing.
Yeah. So I guess kind of like leading off of that, he will like so like it was gathered from the fields outside Waterdeep. Speaking of which, I have just bid farewell and good traveling to my bramble companion. You may have noticed him in the background during the meeting, or the council session.
Yes, the awakened tree.
I would ask that as he cannot accompany us over the river, if the local druids would watch over him for me and ensure that he flourishes.
Do you mind if I don't want to say the word like experiment on him, but like do research and try to see if I can enhance him in any way, and he can be like a project of mine?
If Root is willing, you may study him.
Yes, he can go wherever he wants. I can see that the Emerald Enclave will be open to him with open arms.
That is
But
all that I can ask. Oh, sorry.
If you could extend the offer to him, I guess is more what I mean. Not that he has to. He'll be of his own conscience soon.
Of course, if I see him before I leave.
Okay. If I see him, I will extend that offer to him as well. But I'm sure once I spread word of what he is, he will be welcomed with open arms.
Thank you.
What
And
languages does he comprehend?
he speaks Sylvan as I do.
Okay. Good to know.
And I guess that leaves me with the reason for my visit. We were wondering before we depart if the council, if you could put forth the question that our travel expenses might be covered in part. It was
What kind
never
of
remembered
travel
set
expenses
us
are
the
we talking?
quest. We are looking to charter a ship and boat to carry us along the coast and then upriver for 200 gold pieces.
At a character 250.
250,
You knew
right?
that,
Yeah.
And he says, I think that the Lord's Alliance would be happy to sponsor that. But as a fallback, I would be willing. The Emerald Enclave would be willing to put forward that money to save the world for sure.
Barnaby kind of plays his hands on his staff and bows. Be like, I would offer my thanks, Your Highness.
Hey, if you save the world, we'll be thanking you. Trust me. Every contribution you're doing right now is to save the world. So either we'll all be dead and it won't matter, or we'll be thanking you.
I just hope to save the forests that I call home. He says, like, speaking kind of modestly. I'm just trying to see what do we have.
And
Okay,
when you
others.
say that, he would begin to tell stories of himself as an adventurer, and you would come to know that he's a fighter druid.
Oh, okay. Where are my notes?
So you know that he is a member of the Emerald Enclave, but he is also a member of the Lord's Alliance.
Oh, okay.
But that is not something that everybody knows about him, but it's not something that he hides either.
Okay.
He's a member of both factions. And he's going to try to get the Lord's Alliance to bankroll it because they're like Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm.
More specific to Waterdeep.
Okay.
But also the Emerald Enclave is willing to cover it if government and Waterdeep won't.
Okay. Cool. I guess then.
He begins telling you stories of him, like all of his adventuring as well.
Okay. Then Barnaby will ask then, I guess, as he's telling these stories, he'll kind of expand upon what he said during the council meeting, how, he has really only known the Forest of Greenest, and, the lands that he's seen on the way to Waterdeep. So he'll kind of, ask in Malandrek's experience, where is the, trying to think of how to put it, but the most impressive impressive forest he has visited.
Oh yeah. Okay. He says that between here and Borskire Bridge, that the coolest place that you could probably go, or he'll tell you about both of them, Trollbark Forest and Forest of Worms. And if you go to Trollbark Forest, you're kind of gonna get like a small tree ant thing that looks like a bugbear. And if you go to the Forest of Worms, you're gonna get something where the bark kind of is more like dragon scaly, and it's gonna be on all fours, kind of more like a wormling.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But like, it's gonna work however it's supposed to work. That's
Yeah.
just just how it's gonna flavored look.
Fair. Okay.
Or if you want to tailor it a bit, we can tailor it a bit. I'm open to that too, as long as
fine.
it's like, as long as it's within
Mhm.
reason.
Cool. All right. Barnaby will, thank him for that and for regaling him with tales of the wider world beyond the woods he's known. Kind of like, let him know that when
if you ever get to Serpent Hills, there's some really cool vines out there. So they'd be similar to your root friend, but these ones, they're kind of more, well, like serpents, honestly. They're more like serpenty vines.
This is good to know. I guess with that, Barnaby will thank him for what he's the information he's given him, and he'll kind of extend the offer. When all is said and done, it would be an honor if you would could visit us in Greenest. And he kind of holds up the staff that he found along the way, the staff of the woodlands, and if all falls into place, I hope to impart this staff there, so that all of the creatures of the woods may shelter under its bough, since it can bloom into an enormous tree kind of thing.
Wow, that's great. I think that's a great idea. Yeah. Oh, if we all survive this, I will definitely come to Greens.
Very good. Thank you. And with that, he'll bow and take his leave.
Okay. You can unmute, Cal. You can unmute. There we go. So, what was March doing while they were having their conversations? Okay. Not yet, no. I have not. Okay, during all this, March will be going around finding the names of everyone on council. Yes, you can find all of that out. And signing them all up for Boop Snoot McBooplestoot's pottery cattle. Or which one was it? Boop Snoot McBooplestoot? Yeah, but well, no, they're all first of his name. So, but whatever lineage. Yeah. Actually, no, you can't sign him up for that. Or wait, did we do that already? No, you did that to Onthar, didn't you? Yeah, then let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm not going to retcon any of that. Let's go forward. Yep. You can definitely do that. So, I will tell you who those are. I just need to get to my notes page on that. So, you would know that this person, her name was Ramalia
Okay.
Haventree.
Okay.
And that's all you would be able to know about her, and that
Sure.
she's on the council. You would know that this one is, I'm gonna just identify them.
Winter.
Dylan Winterhound.
Do I know that last name? Probably not.
What?
I don't think I know that last name anywhere. It just sounds familiar because it's. But yeah, no, I don't.
You would
I don't
know
think I
he
do.
is of the Emerald Enclave.
Okay.
Lord Neverember.
We know that.
You would know he's Lord's Alliance. Layral Silverhand. You would know that she's Lady Layral Silverhand,
Ooh.
specifically. As we already know, Conrad Braun Anvil. This is Older Ravengard.
Oh my god, this is from Baldur's Gate, the game.
Yep.
Okay. That we know, King
And that's
Melon.
King Melondroth. Thunder Spells.
Of course.
Sir Istival.
Okay.
You can't find anything.
Oh wow. Okay.
They don't seem to be part of council. Like there's nothing. Like they were there.
But they weren't part of council.
They were
Probably not.
They were a guest, as far as you can tell.
Hmm.
Just
Okay.
like you guys. Like they can't look you guys up there, really. Same like this person.
I mean, we have a record at this point. They might be able to look us up that way.
I mean, you probably could too if you knew a name or anything.
No, but I have nothing for it. No, I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no
Yeah,
way.
because you have nothing, there's nothing for you to get. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I'm ready to go
Anything
back to the
else?
group. Nah, that's it.
Okay. I will set you back to the group.
Oh yeah, it was horrible.
Okay.
Great. So we're all back together again? Maybe?
Yes, and quickly I'll just summarize what would happen as you guys go into council, and if anybody wants to do anything, you can stop me. But you guys would go to council. Everybody would have basically come to the conclusion that the Lord's Alliance is going to fund this, but the only person who has the true what's going to happen is actually Koenig. Which is that they're not going to bother paying $250 for a ship. They're going to give you their own fleet for as long as you guys have your inspectors stuff. So it might be longer than a month. It's as long as you're working for the city, you can have
Alright.
access to the Navy, basically.
Sick.
I like that.
So that's what they're going to give you, a big boat that can hold a small boat. They're going to give you a crew of like 6 or 7 people, and you can have it for as long as you're working for the city, basically. Don't worry about the cost. It's just that these are people paid by the city anyway, but should you guys break the law or lose your investigator's permit, you lose access to this.
Is
The only,
is
the only benefit to hiring it yourself is if you break the law, they might be able to get you away. But we'd be massively off the rails at that point.
is the tiefling sitting at this council or no?
No.
Right.
Okay.
That is all.
Yes. And you guys explain your plan. Which path were you guys doing again? Were you guys going with the A?
A, I think?
Hey.
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 And then it would
Hey.
take you 6 days to get there, plus however long it takes to find Verum, deal with that, and then 6 days travel back. So basically they're giving you a buffer of like 6 days to send word back so that they know that you haven't died. If that makes sense, you have 18 days to at least message them.
How are we doing that?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can they like provide us with birds?
Yeah. I don't know how we'll do it mechanically, but they'll give you something.
Okay.
A
Scroll of
magic
sending.
item.
That's what I was going to say. I was
yeah,
just trying to figure out an
sending scrolls would work.
in character way of that Grawl would like think about scrolls of sending.
Okay. Yeah. No, we can use scrolls of sending work. Who am I giving these to?
Koenig, I guess.
Actually,
Or Igneo.
Now that we know we can grab from the party sheet, I'm just going to start adding this stuff to party sheet and people can just grab it. Sending. Oh, I'm looking under NPCs. No wonder I can't find it.
Ah, the scroll of sending NPC.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Who do you guys want to contact? Actually, I'm just going to give you guys sending stones.
Special council sending stones?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Great. What could go wrong here?
Can we also use that in between each other?
Do we get walkie-talkies?
I will give 3 sending stones, but
Okay.
everybody hears everything.
You mean like around... Like they say it out loud?
When you say... So, like, if Marsh has one, and the council has one, and Koenig has one, when Marsh says something, Koenig and the council can hear it if they have their sending stone with them.
Sure.
Just... Do they hear it just idly? So like if you have it in your pocket, the council can just listen into what we're saying? Or do you have to be holding it?
I
think you actually have to send with it in order to get it to send.
Okay.
So it uses a sending spell, so I think it's whoever's holding the stone could hear it. But when you use it, you can tell if nobody's holding the stone or who is holding the stone.
Okay.
So like you don't know when you send who you're sending to. It could be 1 or it could be 2. But after you sent the message, you know who received it.
Nice.
Can we instead just get a Mike and Nid party member?
So either
I will
that,
name him Mini Root.
The other option is you can just get 1 sending stone to send word back to council.
No, I mean I'll take the 3. I'm just joking around.
Okay. Sending stones.
Who are we giving them to? Or just grab it from party sheet. Whoever's taking it.
Grawl's not interested.
We're getting 2?
Yeah, we have 2, and then the council has 1.
Yeah, you got. There we go. Now I can add the other one. Because if I add 2, I think when you grab it, it'll grab 2.
I mean, if nobody else will
So
take the
there's
second
the
one, Barnaby will take it.
Grawl's usually pretty busy, like right in the middle of things.
Yeah, no, that makes...
talking.
I probably shouldn't take one either. They don't need to hear what I have to say.
Yeah, I feel like March is morally opposed to that.
March just like every night drunk dials the council.
March doesn't... March doesn't...
Because he needs to be hearing voices.
Not specifically drunk, but like
He
the
hears
same
so
kind
much
of...
already that he
I think
doesn't
the
want
best-
other people hearing anything.
The best way on morals is March doesn't understand the concept of morals. He bases it off of other people.
Which is bad.
He bases
Especially
it off
with-
of the party.
Especially with Grawl in the party,
Exactly.
whose view on things is totally alien.
Okay, so you guys set sail. Unless, or is there anything else you guys want to do before that?
I think... Kanik, did you not want to get something?
Yeah, how much is a bead on a necklace of fireball?
Oh, okay.
In case we encounter, closets full of kobolds again.
Yeah.
Which HOBO?
I mean,
I was
it's a good item to have, man.
just looking at our party sheet and all the different species, and we are one motley collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are quite the assortment.
It's fine.
What races to bank?
Burlap.
Good answer.
Perfect.
I'm gonna go with. See, it gives me a range of price.
Well, it's because it depends how many beads it has, right?
Yeah, what level spell is Fireball?
3rd.
I'm gonna say 300 per bead.
I will take 2 of those.
Okay, so
Woo.
you're gonna get 1 necklace with 2 charges.
Okay, and I need to steal some money from DeBank if that's cool.
Sure. You
Yep.
that you haven't yet, so go for it.
So before you take it, let me edit it if I can.
Everyone else has been marching around with their hands out, asking for, please, sir, can I have some more?
Please, sir, can I have some more?
Oh, I can't just drag Fireball into this? Spell Fireball. This necklace has... Oh, I just have to type over the 1d6 plus 3, 2 beads.
Hi, kitty.
Did that work if you look at your if you look at the item you took, does it say 2?
It doesn't have any charges on it.
Um,
Oh yeah, it has
in
2
the
beads hanging
description?
from it, but it doesn't
Okay.
seem to functionally do anything.
It doesn't, probably.
That's fine. We'll just get you to edit it when I use one.
I think what I can do. Where I think you can do it. Like, I know I'm not doing it properly here, but look on your actions tab.
Anywhere in particular?
So like I was in powers. And I
Okay,
think
so
if
up
you
here
go
somewhere.
to prep mode and then go down to powers, you can, yeah, I can set this to 2 and then once. And then go to combat. And now it's Fireball Necklace that'll 2 and it'll never ever recharge. You just have 2 of them ever.
Okay, cool.
So just check them off like that, and then inside the item, I can actually, maybe I can link the inventory item to that.
It's not worth doing because it's just Fireball. It's Fireball or upscaled Fireball. It's fine. Thank you.
Did you subtract your own? Were you able
I have
to take
no
money
gold.
out of the bank?
Yeah, so you need the bank should have 36 gold.
Should have 36. Okay. There we go. I'll rebuild the party sheet too, so that's reflected. And you guys set sail. So I do have a couple of travel encounter tables that we're going to hit now. So we are going to have to pin the path that we took, which was a path. And in the calendar. So you guys are going to set sail on the 2nd of Marpanoth. Set sail for you guys are going to take the river all the way up to Borskire Bridge, so set sail for Borskire Bridge. Okay. And on the first day, I'm assuming at some point we're going to hit something, so I'm just going to put the map up. Oh, okay. So, while you guys are going on the ship, and I'll put you... We should put you on the ship, too. And do you guys have vision?
See a lot of water.
Okay. Oh, I'm not putting... I almost put Bloodgothkiss on the ship.
Don't worry about it. Just keep him there.
He's not here.
I accidentally closed the window. How do I find it again?
I can reshare it.
Sorry.
Oh, we're on a boat. Does a boat actually have ballistae?
Usually no.
I haven't decided yet. It probably could, but I'm thinking yes. But I think it's actually cannons in the ship. I don't think it's ballistae like right there, but the ship has an attack means. I'm just still kind of workshopping what exactly it is. So yes and no.
The ship has
depending on
cannons
how much
fueled with
you guys want to
fireball
use
nexuses.
it. There we go.
How fast does the ship move?
Fast.
Okay.
It's a galleon.
So we probably shouldn't jump off unless we really need to.
Yes. So like if you go into the interactive map, it's pinned in Gen Chat, and you run the lines the same way that I did in the picture for Path A. That distance is 2 days. It'll tell you what the walk distance of that is.
Yeah, I see that.
Comparatively to the galleon. So I would say quite fast. Oh, yeah, I wish it would tell you the speed, because it knows the distance. It's 711 kilometers over 2 days. So... like 15 miles an hour, so you could jump off probably and live. But like, you're probably not gonna swim or ever catch up.
You're gonna be left behind.
And so the problem is right now though is it's about to become a storm. That's what's about to happen here. And we're gonna have to do a series of checks to keep the boat steady.
Can I get up into the crow's nest and yell at the storm like Lieutenant Dan?
Sure.
You call this a storm?
Runs up into the crow's nest screaming, "All gods are bastards."
But I'm not wearing wet top or armor.
Oh yeah, you should go buy some real quick.
Shit. Do I have anything that can affect weather? I can make a fog cloud, that's helpful.
I mean, I don't know about that.
I can do a gust of wind to blow us out of the storm quicker.
Oh, nice.
Controlling the weather is like a very higher level druid level thing.
Holy shit.
How fast did you say we go? Because I could use warding wind, which is 20 miles per hour, to maybe speed us up.
No, the boat's too heavy, I think.
We're already going 15 miles an hour, so that.
I mean, it's... Okay, yeah.
Here,
I mean, Graal's a master of land vehicles, not sea vehicles, but that doesn't seem like a good idea to him.
So 10 minutes. 10 minutes will be time to feed your butt.
Graal will just help brace ropes or hold ropes or secure cargo or whatever they need.
Realistically, Barnaby is really probably just standing on the deck looking around because he has absolutely no experience with this. Like, the idea of being on a vessel crossing water is probably not something that would have ever occurred to Barnaby.
Poison water, too.
Yeah, like, people, they're like, we'll take a boat. And, I'm assuming he would have, through, osmosis of the druid, been like, oh, okay, a boat. Yeah, sure, that's a thing. But as opposed to, oh, what does sailing entail? I don't know. We're on bees.
Okay. So the first check, you guys, I'm gonna need two people are gonna have to make a strength check to hold down the ballistas.
Not it.
One of the waves
Definitely not it.
crashes into the boat.
Not it.
Woohoo! Gallus of Ogre Strength, baby! I'm in.
And I will send you guys the strength check. Hold on. I can do this. So Graal's gonna do one. Who's gonna do the other one?
Clog.
Clog?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was gonna say I can. You just really don't want me to.
I have a -1 to athletics, so...
Actually, yes. I'll do athletics instead of strength, so that there's a better chance that we have proficiency. There.
My plan is basically if this boat goes down, I'm turning into bees and floating back to shore. Flying.
Graal, it is very easy for you. Clog, you struggle a bit, but you don't. It's not something you can't handle. But Graal handles it better than you do. But he's got gauntlets of ogre strength, so there's that. And I need how many of those?
Any tool to help win the hunt.
And I need everyone to make. I guess I'll just keep sending them. Everyone to make dex save.
If you were within 10 feet of me, add +4 to your dex save.
Who has? Yeah, just you guys can just tell me after you roll, and then I'll just add that in my head.
It's a straight +4.
Yeah, or protection.
And if I fail this, let me know because I use my reaction to add a d4.
Same. Well, like I gotta reroll it.
Koenig, you crit. March, you're good.
Alright.
Grawl, you're good. Barnaby's falls over as the boat hits a strong wave and crashes.
This is fun.
Now,
When you say fall over, you mean like I fall down, not over the side?
no, the boat's huge. You just fall on you fall on your ass.
No, this is
Not overboard.
I imagine that looks like a tent collapsing and then like rematerializing back up.
a little bit, yeah. Like the druid side just kind of like ragdolls to the ground, and then it like, like horror movie jerks back up to a standing position.
Oh, I love it. Even better.
So basically, what this means in this context is a few more checks we're gonna make. You don't get to make the next check.
Okay.
And then you're considered back up unless something happens.
Mhm.
You guys need to now split up and hold down the sails, and there's 3 sets of sails. So you guys all need to split up and pick some sails.
I'll take the front one.
I'll stay in the middle.
Since I have the gauntlets of ogre, I don't know if it's strength, but one of the -1 strengths should come with me. Either Mark or
I'm
Barnaby.
with you. Barnaby can't take this check because he's on the ground.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Well, so what you guys
Oh.
might want to do is let. The other argument is that Grawl probably doesn't need anybody.
Yeah. March, why don't you go with Clog?
Okay. So
Can I?
Can I cast spells?
I was
I'm
going
gonna
to
do
ask
that.
the same thing.
What do you want to do?
Someone that's going to the back sails, I'd like to cast Enhance Ability and give them full strength.
Yes, you have time to do that. What do you want to do, Barnaby?
I was going to consider using my conjure animals to see if there was like one second now. One beast of CR2. So like what would be like an ape's CR? Like a gorilla.
So what are your options?
One beast of CR2 or lower and 2 beasts of 1 or lower, but I'm just gonna go CR2. Like I'm looking for the strongest thing I can conjure.
Okay, so you need an aquatic CR2.
It doesn't. No. I'm summoning a fae that takes the shape of an animal.
Okay.
You summon fae spirits that take the form of beasts and appear in unoccupied space that you can see.
An ape is CR 1/2.
Okay. So
Is there like?
so a crocodile is an aquatic beast.
Well,
So
I'm
like a
looking for
crocodile
something
grows
that can
on
like
the
man the line. So like something with hands.
Oh.
So that's why I was thinking like a
octopus?
gorilla. An octopus would be cool. What's the strength on an octopus?
A giant octopus's strength is. Let's see.
$17.
Yeah, do that up. I'll conjure that one near one of the sails it needs help, and it will just like wrap its tentacles or whatever around the lines.
Okay. I'm gonna take root off the combat tracker. What was the Spectre? Do I need that anymore?
I don't know.
I
that
doubt
was
it.
Risen Resmir, so no, I don't think you need them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Ignio, what's your strength?
It is a solid baseline of 10.
Okay.
Average.
So I'm gonna twin cast enlarge.
Oh, sick.
I think it's gonna be Ignio and
So-
March.
I'm gonna
This is
track
exciting.
these as rounds in the combat tracker. So this is our third round of checks that we're about to do.
So, I kind of like flavor this as like just like a bunch of bees fly out of Barnaby's like cloak and everything. They kind of like start to take on the shape of an octopus, and then like a green translucent skin forms over it
Okay.
in like the shape of whatever animal they're turning into.
And so who's going back with the octopus or staying in the middle? Just move yourselves to wherever you're gonna go.
I'm assuming I have to stay put because I failed my
Yeah.
last check, so I just fell over.
Yeah. Exactly.
And went, bees, take care of this.
Basically, yeah. Do I need to give you a giant octopus character sheet?
I would assume so, yeah, because it's gonna stick around for up to an hour.
Okay. I will.
And you know, if we get into like combat on this boat, at least I have a thing that can like swim up to some Sahagins and seriously fuck them up.
Okay.
Dungeon Master, point of order.
Yep.
Is this the first day that we're on the boat, or have we
Yes.
had a long rest?
You have had a long rest since before
Okay.
you left. I will do that now.
Don't. Please don't.
Don't.
That'll reset a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't reset all the stuff. I was just asking because I wanted to know if
Yes.
my attunement took effect.
Yes, you'd have your attunement, and you guys would have Kanek's blessing of whatever.
Okay.
That gives you the max temp HP. How many people is that for?
It depends how many times I cast it.
Is it a cantrip?
It's not. It's a leveled spell that I can change. Like
Okay, you
it
guys have
starts at
six-
level 2 and scales up.
You guys have 6 people, including yourself, in the party, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Has my sword said anything yet?
Yes.
Bacon.
Yes, it would.
Feed me, Seymour!
Your your sword would have spoken to you as you attuned to it, and it would have said, "Oh, hey, man."
Oh, your sword is
who are
shaggy.
you?
So okay, I'll role play with my sword after we're done with our check.
But yes, he would have talked to you
Okay.
a little bit. So where are you guys going? Are you standing all where you're gonna be? Also,
Yeah.
why is... Oh, 2 people are enlarged.
It was for me to stay by Clog, and then you guys were going to go out to the other one.
Where do I need to be back here?
But with the octopus?
So there's
Or
a
up
sail
front?
here.
No, I think we had decided that Mr. Gauntlets is going to be okay.
Yeah, I think Graal's gonna take care of it both himself.
So you'd want to go with the octopus.
Rawl, if you're gonna be by yourself, I'm gonna give you the bull strength so you can have that advantage.
Okay, I guess I'll go to the octopus thing because no one else wants to go with the octopus.
Where do I need to be?
If you check the combat tracker, it's a Beezapus.
The original idea was for you and Kenny to go to the Beezapus, but now you guys can go with Clog.
I also would have accepted
Okay.
Octobees.
I'm going off the boat.
Octobee.
This isn't worth it. Picking my boots and I'm gonna go fly for 4 hours back to shore.
Yeah, but Octobee makes it sound like there's only 8 bees.
This is true.
Beezapus is more like thousands of bees.
Any chance we can take like a 5-minute break, or were you planning to finish up soon? Just to go feed this guy.
We're gonna finish up in the next probably 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So next round of checks goes everybody except for Barnaby.
Yeah, you can just roll checks for the octopus.
Okay, Igneo, you were with Kraken.
I'll take a Kraken.
Beezapus. Yeah, I gotta do a strength check for Beezapus here.
I don't know why, but the name Beezapus is just very off-putting.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Do you want to give him a name?
No, it's fine. It's going to be going away in an hour or whenever I lose concentration, so... It's literally just the bees. Realistically, it's an extension of Barnaby's himself.
It's a Beeson, a Kraken of bees.
Yeah.
It's a Beeson.
It's a mythological creature. I can call it what I want.
So Beeson and Igneo did not do enough on their save, and the ship is damaged a bit.
Oh.
Perfect.
What are the sailors doing right now?
All the other ones were okay, so that was 3. Everybody is now going to make another dex save, and Barnaby, you're up for this.
I think this will go way better this time.
Canic, March, and Barnaby's, you guys get +4.
Oh, okay.
Sick.
Okay, Kaner, March, and Barnaby's needed it. Igneo, you fall down for this one. And then this is the final check here, where we're going to end it after this. We're going to do one more encounter roll, and then we'll pick up next session. For this one, we're going to basically be holding down the ballistas and the masts. So there's more to hold down, so less people can be on the same thing.
I'll take the front. Are some things harder than others? Can we tell?
Holding down the masts is harder.
Okay. Grawl will take the front mast then.
Grawl, you've done them both. You actually just know that.
All right, so Grawl will yell out into the storm, stronger people on the mast.
I'll take the center mast. And who's gonna take this ballista? So I will cast guidance on that person.
I'll take the left one.
Okay.
Someone needs to take the other mast with the octopus.
Yeah.
Things are going great back here.
Because Igneo can't. So
I'm on the ground.
Participate.
It's okay if we lose a ballista. It's not okay if we lose a mast.
I was gonna say, can I use the help action on the octopus to give it advantage on its check?
I'm gonna say yes. You
Okay.
guys can help instead of 2 people do.
Because I feel like it with its 17 is going to be better than me running a check and averaging it.
Yep.
I will. I'd rather help Clog, and then I guess Kanik can just kind of go. I mean, it's a.
Kanik has guidance on his holding down of the ballista.
So yeah, I'd rather just help Clog and not care about the last ballista. It doesn't need to be. It is what it is.
Yeah. You don't know if it'll go overboard or not.
My other
not
question
a
is,
given.
what the hell are the other people who are driving the ship doing?
Yeah, where are
They're
these
holding-
8 crew members?
They're bailing out the ship and they're doing other stuff.
I
Okay.
don't know about that.
You guys are stronger and better suited for
No,
this.
I know. It's fine.
Yeah.
You could switch places, but the ship would be much more battered and you'd probably have to stop to have it repaired before you get there. Even though your ship has taken damage, it's not damage enough to stop the voyage. So yes. Everyone check.
Okay.
Except
And
I
this
guess
time it's
But I'm on the
large
ground.
and-
yeah, yours won't count.
Should I cancel mine?
March and Kanik at
yes.
+4.
You should cancel yours.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll for Kraken
With advantage.
with advantage. He rolled enough, but he rolled the same number twice.
Oof.
And Kanek, you did good. Clog, can you roll another d20 in the tower because you had advantage because March was helping you?
That's right. I didn't actually. That's right. My roll actually didn't do anything.
The middle mast takes damage as well. So you can still journey forward. I'm gonna make an NPC for the boat because the NPC does have a health value. Or the boat has a health value.
The NPC has a boat value?
Yeah, the boat has a health value.
The NPC is a boat.
Words.
The boat is an NPC.
Obi McBoatface.
Correct.
Oh, boat boat face.
And it has 200 health to start.
And it has taken 197 damage.
And it now has 50 wounds on it.
It's at 3 HP.
We're literally being held together by like 3 single nails in various places.
And before we end for the night, I'm just going to roll one more encounter table to see what we're going to come back to.
I'm ready to fight the actual Kraken.
We have Kraken at home. Kraken at home. Literally an octopus made of bees.
And where we are going to end is... As it becomes nighttime, this is before you would take your next long rest. I'm just adding them to the combat tracker and the boat now. And you guys wouldn't necessarily be where you are right now because it's not like immediately after what happened. But you're being attacked by 4 water elementals.
Oh, this is fine.
As it becomes nighttime.
Okay, so it's more than a minute afterwards.
Oh yeah, it's like hours
All right.
later.
Okay, then yeah, my octopus can go away then.
What do you mean?
It's yellow.
Yeah.
How is he broken? He's heartbroken. His wife just left him. I like the one that's just bulging.
That's the one who took the other one's wife.
Yeah.
It all makes sense now.
And the one with the pissed off grin orchestrated. For some reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who speaks Abyssal? Sweet.
All right, we're counting on you.
Actually, I don't think a water elemental speaks Abyssal.
I thought elementals. It's like primordial, I think, might be the name of the language. Yeah. Yeah, because I know Orin was one of the languages I got as a Kenku, and I think that one's typically with like air critters. You can Kenku can like understand Orin. And I think that's for like air elementals typically. Or like elementals from the plane of air or something like that.
Actually, according to the monster manual, they speak Aquan.
They speak what?
It's true. Aquan,
Aquan.
he's right.
Aquan.
Okay, so like Orin is probably air elemental and Aquan is water elemental, and there's probably one for fire and everything. What have you?
Earth elemental speaks Terran.
Okay. And fire elemental speak Ignan.
Well, that's great. I don't speak any of those languages.
Yeah.
We'll roll initiative next time we play, which I believe. So does anyone? I know we can't do the 29th. Are we able to do the 30th? Or I'm okay with not because it's all around Christmas. So like.
The 30th.
Yeah, I
can do that.
I am working over the holidays. I'm covering for people who are on vacation, so like I can't do real late into the 30th.
It'd be same like we're doing tonight. Like
it'd
be 8:30 to 11 to 11:30 is what I would.
Yeah, I could do that.
If we could.
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay, right now that works for me. I'll know soon. I'll let anyone know if even I can't do that, but we're still kind of making plans for around Christmas, so. But yeah, as long as we don't have anything, cool. We will come back to this combat, and that will be your first day of boat travel.
Yay.
Oh, apparently the Storm Sorcerer subclass gets Primordial, and knowing Primordial gives you all of the other elemental dialects, including Aquan, Orin, Ignan, and Terran.
Oh.
I feel like if you were to take that as like a language choice, so that would be kind of
Limiting?
well, I don't know about limiting. That'd be kind of like I don't want to say cheating, but like that's a little cheesy. It'd be like, oh yeah, I speak Fiendish, which gives me both Abyssal and Infernal
Yeah.
dialects.
I mean, if you're making up a summoner class, it kind of makes sense.
I suppose, yeah. I just wonder if you'd have like a Storm Sorcerer in the party. It's like, hey, but that's my class ability.
Yeah.
Although I suppose that's the same thing. Like my class ability gives me Sylvan.
Yeah, mine gives me Draconic.
Yeah, no, that tracks. So yeah, just take Primordial and you can speak to water elementals. You can tell them, hey, piss off, our boat is already only glued together.
By bees.
Yeah. I'll just repair the ship with beeswax. It'll be cool.
It'll be even more watertight.
Yeah. I mean, that's how that used to work.
All right.
Okay.
Right,
Good.
yeah, good session.
I'm gonna
Thanks.
go to bed, but yeah.
Okay,
Good
GG, guys.
job.
That was
Thanks,
good.
everyone.
Good job, GG.
Yep.